How do you set up and manage your IT infrastructure correctly? Is your application performance okay? Ensuring legal compliance is difficult to you? These are challenges many companies have to deal with. The solution is very simple, so now let me give you 4 tips on how to get your IT strategy right.
Stable operations. How can companies ensure a stable operation of their IT infrastructure?
Most incidents in IT are still caused by human error. That hasn't changed much over the years. So companies should reduce the number of manual interventions to a bare minimum in order to lower the error rate, for example, through automation. In addition, IT operations will need to invest into comprehensive monitoring, an intelligent alerting system, log analysis, event correlation, analytics, and so on. And also into AI and machine learning capabilities that help processing all these data points in real time, and so allowing for failure detection early on. The aim must be towards a proactive rather than a reactive infrastructure management.
Reduce efforts and costs. How can companies reduce effort and costs?
Companies will need to continuously modernize their infrastructure and transform into a cloud-centric operations model. Leverage standardized cloud services wherever possible to reduce CapEx and OpEx spend and to benefit from consumption-based pricing. And migrate your legacy workload to a virtualized, software-defined infrastructure, or if possible, into a private or public cloud that lets you utilize the underlying infrastructure much better than in your legacy environment. And then implement modern operational concepts, such as infrastructure as code, that let you operate large distributed environments in a standardized and cost-efficient way.
Reduce complexity, increase speed. How can companies reduce complexity while increasing speed?
Embrace a cloud-first strategy. That means leveraging standardized SaaS products in combination with managed cloud services. I would recommend engaging with a managed cloud service provider, such as T-Systems, to ensure you deploy a cloud model that fits your business needs and that follows a central governance in order to avoid unnecessary complexity. And then over time, transform your legacy estate into a more modern application landscape that lets you utilize the benefit of the cloud, which is rapid deployment, scaling up and down as needed, or ramping up new cloud-native services quickly in order to respond to changing market needs.
Ensure compliance and get legal conformity. How can companies better ensure legal compliance?
First of all, you have to be aware of applicable rules and regulations. Even though that sounds straightforward, it's not. For companies operating in multiple countries or even globally, ensuring legal compliance is a real challenge. I would recommend engaging with an IT service provider to benefit from their experience and their global coverage. But assuming you know all of these regulations, there are a couple of measures you would want to implement. In cloud, you should deploy standardized landing zones that enforce compliance and security policies that are in line with legal regulations and your company standards. Or implement a rigid role-based access control system and avoid shadow IT.
Digital strategy. How can T-Systems support companies?
Do not hesitate to contact T-Systems. We will guide you through the process of stabilizing your IT.
Digital strategy. And how do companies identify their opportunities and potentials?
There are self-checks available. The link can be found at the bottom of the video description.